Finance.
And then just so that everybody knows, we'll be recording this portion of the agenda. Sorry. No notes. No notes. I'm just gonna change it first and not close it. And then this is everything.
I'm gonna move over there. I just need to go up to the computer so I can actually see the whole screen. And I can see it.
Ah, there you
I'll have to pay
Better.
attention.
So we're gonna have our financial plan presentation. A little bit behind schedule, but not too bad, from our director of finance.
It's only an hour. No. It's not.
We'll make it work.
There, sorry. There it is. And then this is when I have to ask Brian what he sees. Brian, do you see the District of Port Hardy financial plan presentation on your screen?
Yeah, it's still kind of in the window where you're about to kind of make it go live, I guess you'd say.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I can see all like the PowerPoints on the left-hand side still.
Yeah, okay, I'm the notes.
Oh, interesting.
Remind me. What about now?
No. It looked like something was gonna happen, but nothing did.
Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. What happens when you have two different screens? It's
Yeah, that's better too.
I got you, Tammy.
The nobody can turn when I'm all alone.
ta-da! Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Yep, there you go. Yep, all good.
Which one is it to move the?
That one's forward, that one's backwards.
Okay, so I should go forward. Okay, thank you. So tonight I'll be presenting the 2024 to 2028 5-year financial plan. The purpose of this presentation is to provide an opportunity for input from the community of Port Hardy and move towards an adopted financial plan. This financial plan is an action plan that addresses council's strategic priorities, master plans, and long-term goals to maintain a balance between delivering services, meeting the needs of residents and business owners, affordability, and ensuring the long-term fiscal sustainability of the district. So the following slides will present the 2024 prioritized capital projects, as well as the 23 projects that were not completed and therefore being carried forward. I will not be discussing the carry forward projects in this presentation. So our general government, although this is all carry forwards on here, there's 3 things to point out. The skate park revitalization has had 475,000 addition added on to it on the top of the carry forward. So 550 for this coming year funded. The big part of that, the 475, was funded by the Growing Communities funding stream that we received. The bridge repair also had an add-on of another 50,000, and the road structure, infrastructure, we keep at 160 each year. In our general government, the new projects this year, 40,000 for the small dog park, and that will also include some drainage issues in the existing dog park. The library entrance upgrade, that's to do some concrete repair for the ramp and the retaining wall at the entrance to the library. The downtown revitalization design of 20,000 is grant dependent. And then we have the accounting software that we're moving to Catalyst, a cloud-based updated software. And moving to this software also aligns us with the strategic plan to enable residents to receive easier access to their property taxes and utility bills, both for viewing and for, paying or checking on their balances. The curling club heat pump. Curling club's heat system is at the end of its life and is in dire need of the new heat pump. And then the public works concrete work is doing just a little bit of everything down there, part of it, so not too much to go forward on that. Then the recreation center, we have the ice resurfacer. The Olympia, that's the existing ice resurfacer, is at the end of its life, nearing it anyway, and last year was down quite a bit. We're looking at, the district's looking at replacing it with an electric machine. Fort McNeil has had great success and cost savings with their electric Zamboni. Then the arena and shower change rooms, same. The arena hasn't had any upgrades to their change rooms or showers since it started that I could see, and this will also help improve for ladies' change rooms. And the pool, which we have nice new pictures of the pool with the slide and everything, needs a hot tub and a sauna.
Yes.
Fire services, we have the fire fleet replacement, which is the Command 16. Then the fire training facility #2. And the picture that's in there shows one that's got the 2 levels. We have phase 1 actually completed in January, even though it looks like it wasn't carried forward, but it is done in the back there and just needs a nice paint job. And then phase 2 will be starting, and that is 60,000 from a grant, well, 30, and then another donation, but also money put in there for painting.
And while it won't look exactly like that,
Mm,
it will be stacked. It probably won't be exactly.
It was a good picture though.
We got it from the supplier.
Yeah. Yeah. Transportation Harbor, there's no new projects this year. They're working on the ones from the prior year. Transportation Services, the new project this year is the brine truck, replacing the 2008 Ford 550 mini truck, dump truck, identified as the end of its life, mostly rusting. The Space Cap Diablo, that's a workstation canopy added onto one of the trucks for the maintenance supervisor, and it's got full stand-up workstations inside. Will be great for our new maintenance supervisor. And then the the electric vehicle that I have on there is a Mighty E-Truck EV. It's a 12 horsepower drive system electric vehicle for the Public Works Department, aligning with the District of Port Hardy's strategic carbon neutrality plan as well. Water services. New projects this year, the water treatment plant raw water pump is $80,000 to install a second raw water pump as a backup in the event of a failure to the main pump. The treated water pump, $30,000, will replace one of the 2 remaining treated water pumps at the plant. And then, of course, what we've all been talking about is our water reservoir. And the water reservoir will bring this one up to the height of the existing, the #1 that was replaced in 2018. Having a second tank of equal capacity will increase our reservoir by 800,000 liters. The project will also include the new reservoir and replacing the forced main water line. The funding for that one is a good mention that we had 700,000 from the Growing Communities Fund as well that was received last year to go towards that, and then from reserve. Sewer, there's no new projects this year. I don't know if that didn't come through very clear. Just be finishing off the ones that we had on carry forwards. Do you have any questions on any of that? I'll just keep rolling. So our consolidated capital plan illustrates this one illustrates the service area and the major funding sources. In 2024, 6,683,000 for capital projects have been identified. And we can see the breakdown for the funding and the expenditures on the bottom. Certainly water, 1.7 with the reservoir. Now we'll go into the operational services for the 2024 funding and expenditures. Working with revenues. So our operational services source of revenues. Top line property tax, you can see that the increase there on the right is 4.95% this year. The increase that you see for 34.19 on the PILTs, which is your payment in lieu of taxes, and the viral is Vancouver Island Regional Library levy. That increase is primarily due to an increase of 25.8% over 2023 for the Vancouver Island Regional Library levy. We have 8.69% increase on the sale of services. That's, fisherman wharf fees, public works charge outs, the pool coming back on, and fire protection. Sorry. What else I was going to say. Government transfers, which sticks out because it's like minus 59%. That looks like a huge discount, but that's because last year we received the government of BC provided a one-time grant to local communities, governments, and to support all BC communities, and the district received a 1.9 million. And so really throws that number around a little bit on that picture. And then the net operational revenues increased by 3.54%, which is your bottom line there, which is 317 compared to 2023. So it was an increase of 317,000. Little graph.
Pie chart.
Our operational expenditures and principal repayments. Overall, total expenditures will increase by 317,392, or 3.5% over 2023. Compared to 2023's increase over 2022, though, of 486, which was a 5.7. So we're down. There's pretty consistent along the lines there when I was going through. I don't think there's too much to mention. And there's
Wasn't it the
break-
pie chart?
with some nice colors.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Water is not brown and sewer is not blue.
Changed it.
I
The
know.
water's not blue.
But I couldn't get them individually done. I had to just go through what I could. So this is what we
Wow.
get.
We used to have yellow water, but now we're blue, but that's good. Getting close.
Yeah.
Used to have yellow water,
Those
those
types
types
of
of
water.
retro pie chart. Retro pie chart.
Sorry.
So the impact to residential property is 4.4%. 4.9 for overall property taxes, and that's with commercial property and residential. So the residential impact is 4.4. So what brought our taxes to 4.95%? Inflation was 3.9, and the increase to reserves was 1. And that's our presentation for tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, May.
Thanks, Norman.
Yeah.
Snuck in under the wire.
Way under the wire.
Okay, so the screen's now, so we can see if there's any questions.
So 4.9.
So are there any questions?
Perfect. So now this is all public.
Yes, it are.
Oh, something in the chat. It's just me. Oh, just asking. Anyone has anything?
So now we have a motion.
No questions?
No,
So there is a
yet.
recommendation. Brian?
he's
Yeah.
smiling.
Got the old hand wave there. I just want to thank Norma for putting that together, and I just want to say that I'm really proud that how much the district is putting towards recreation in the budget. I think it means a lot, and it's very impactful to our community.
Agreed. So anyone else? Okay. So there is a recommendation that the committee of the whole recommended council that the 2023-2027 financial plan bylaw number 1173-2024 received first, second, and third readings. Excuse me, moved by Councilor Tidbury, seconded by Councilor Dugas. Any comments? All in favor?
Good job. Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie. All right, move for adjournment. Councilor. That was very quick. Right, so we have a few minutes.